How's it going, guys? It's Poetry Son, and welcome back to some Prussian Pandemonium. I had mentioned that that's what I was going to call the series at the end of the last video. I think that's going to be what we're going to call it. It just sounds kind of cool. But anyways, Prussian Pandemonium. Let's go ahead and get right back into it with the Rights of Man expansion. We're playing with that, and that is very cool. Okay, so we need to go ahead and just go at speed 5, I think. And it gets a little bit laggy, but that's because my processor tries to overload itself. But if we don't move the map around, it should be fine. I'm just gonna... Oh, I am bad. I'm very bad. I should have at least looked at putting my diplomat somewhere. I'd really like to get this alliance with Austria. We're already improving relations with them. We're not gonna have enough money to send a gift or anything like that, so forget that idea. But what about, is there any people up here that we might want to ally? Like Lubeck? No, it looks like not. Is there anyone that we could possibly ally that's nearby? We've allied Saxony, which is good. Like someone... Ooh, Cleves. You actually look like you're fairly strong. You're a duchy as well. I think we should marry Cleves. I'm gonna do it. Maybe not the best idea, but I think it should be fine. We can always break it if we need to. Vandermark. So there, and look at that. They've already eaten a bit, two provinces out of Münster. So that's pretty good. Now what I think we'll do is we will probably fabricate on this province of Lüneburg, because it just got taken over by Verden, who is allied with... Oh, they just give it back. Okay, well then, Lüneburg could be fine as well. Let's go ahead and switch that. But yeah, we're basically going to just try to see what we can do to expand around us. In the early game, you just gotta take little steps. You gotta look for the easiest path, the easiest way to expand. And right now, I don't see many super easy paths, but that's kind of how it is. But that's why we've tried to secure some, major and minor alliances to secure our position. I really wish they would just be nice to me. What is this? Oh, it shows like the little symbol for what they actually do. That's nice. It's pretty good. Yeah, you're a vassal of Bohemia. I knew that. So allied with Anhalt and the Palatinate. I'm just gonna have to wait until either Bohemia or the Pomeranians or the Teutons go to war with someone else. The Polish may declare on the Teutons, and if that is the case, that'll be okay. We'll just go and siege that down, and then try to participate to the point where they'll, give us that province. But we'll do what we can, Oh, look at this. Look at that. We are very lucky. We got an alliance with Austria. That's huge. That's actually very, very, I would say almost crucial to an early Brandenburg strat. Later on, you're going to be enemies with Austria, most likely, but it's really important to do that. So, anyways, let's go on speed 4. I don't want to miss out on anything, but let's look at this institutions. So, I have not looked at this hardly at all. So, we'll do that one. So, this is really cool. This is really cool. There's the feudalism. So basically, if you don't know, these institutions are what determine your technology cost. And I still don't know all the intricacies of this, but it has its own map mode, and that's cool. So basically, you have feudalism that gives you leaders without upkeep +1, which is good. There's embraced in 6 out of 6 provinces. So all of our provinces have embraced it. There's this institution spread, which is dependent on stuff. Okay, so I will continue talking about that in a second, but Poland has declared war on the Teutons. I don't know why they didn't call me in. You little dicks. I wanted to be in on this. It's unfortunate, actually. It's very unfortunate. We'll have to maybe declare our own war then. We'll do that. I'm gonna risk it. Let's see what we got for a general. He's pretty good. That's really unfortunate that they declared that war without me. I was hoping to be in on this. Okay, well, if we wait long enough, we might be able to declare without the Danish joining in. Countries wish to hire condottieri. That's a really cool pop-up. That is really cool, actually. Or the Byzantines? I guess that's not too uncommon. I have seen that before, but offer condottieri. That's really cool. I really like that. I'm not gonna do that right now, but that is cool. But yeah, so basically these I think it would be under probably economic, but these institutions, colors of province depending if they embrace in all institutions created. So yeah, so you have these institutions, and you can see, starting off at the beginning, most European and Western-ish countries have embraced feudalism, but some of them have not. And so I believe what this means is that they have this tech group, but that doesn't mean anything for technology anymore, which is really interesting. So instead, basically this penalty thing is more like a slider in that now basically I'm trying to collect my thoughts here. Basically, it embraces it based on how many of the institutions you have accepted. So, for instance, the next institution is Renaissance. When that is embraced in the country, it'll provide build cost and Entwicklungsstin. Don't know what that means, but I don't know what that means. But anyways, so then every year after the Renaissance is triggered, every year after it that you haven't embraced the technology or the institution, then the tech cost goes up by 1%. That's really interesting. So I believe that it spreads naturally through borders, and then you embrace it, and you can embrace it once it is a certain percentage of your development. And after you embrace it, then you have to, depending on how much, it costs you points to embrace it, depending on how much of your land has not embraced it. So if only half of your provinces already have it, then you'll have to pay more than if only 1 out of your 6 provinces didn't have it. You have to kind of forcibly embrace the rest, and it's harder to do that if less of it is naturally embraced. That doesn't really... that's what I've understood. Maybe I'm wrong, though. And there's also this embracement cost from prestige and probably other things. Also, last episode, we never actually looked at our ideas. I'm not sure if they've changed at all. So, Prussian traditions give us yearly army tradition, which is great, and aggressive expansion impact, which is also pretty good. And then we get discipline once we're done. National tax, pretty good. Stability cost, Morale armies 20% is really good. That's like Elon. Yearly army tradition decay is pretty good. Infantry combat ability plus 20% is good. Manpower, recruitment time, really good. And that is the same thing. What is that? Is that build cost or... I don't know what Entwicklungskosten is. But either way, I am pumped to see how this goes. I'm pumped to figure out how this all this technology works. So Denmark, you're at war with... Oh, you're not at war with anyone. That's what you're occupied by. That's what it was saying. Okay, so that's probably going to go away then in a second. I mean, I'd really like to declare... We need this province. We need it. There's basically no way around it. We need this province. So regardless of whether or not we have to fight Denmark, I'm going to be declaring this war. We will be declaring this war. And if they come this way to siege, we are going to declare. So we basically have been forced into it. And it sucks. But because it is a little bit risky, honestly. Because of the fact that Denmark is strong. They're stronger than we are. So we kind of have to hope that... And they have Sweden and Norway. We kind of have to hope that they won't... I don't know. That they won't be able to reach us. But that might be something I'm not willing to bank on. In fact, I don't know if I would... I don't know if I want to bank on that. Poland has no claims on this. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna make an executive decision here and say we're not actually going to declare. Okay, they're actually not going to siege it yet, so we have time, but yeah, this is it's a hard decision we got to make, you know? Do we risk it? 6th of March. Also, yes. Okay. And there's that. Okay, I should go ahead and probably improve relations with Poland. I would say that's important. I think we might declare on Lüneburg, because they have some allies, but they're all down in Italy, except for Oldenburg. So we should be able to do that, hopefully, without much penalty. I don't really have a lot of other options, is the thing. Anhalt, but Bohemia is not at war, so they would definitely join against us, almost certainly. The way I will declare is if the Danish get occupied more. If the Danish get occupied more, they will not do that. Okay, so we are a ways away from being in great power. Okay, what is this? The Fate of Neumark. Oh my god, this is cool. They actually... There's an event. Oh, this is like the Fate of... That's like straight out of Hearts of Iron. Due to lack of funds and due to an unstable political situation, our predecessors have seen fit to first pawn and then sell the lands of Neumark to the Teutonic Order. The area is once claimed by settlers from Brandenburg, however, and the burghers of the province claim the order is neglecting them. The Teutons have already tried to pawn Neumark to the Polish king, but the burghers of Neumark have rejected that solution. As long as the order is duly compensated, we have every reason to believe the Grand Master would accept if we repurchase the province. That's really cool. I'm going to do that. Yeah, that's really cool. Why would you not ever do that? And we got that for free, and it's still... Ooh, definitely do that one next. Wow, okay, well that was interesting. I guess that's a new event that I didn't know about, but they apparently have added, is that now there is a way to get Neumark for free, or without a war. Not for free, but without a war. And that's really, really, really cool. We can't do that, unfortunately, because of influence. But that is really cool. I am very, very into that. Okay, well, we should definitely try to make some money at least. We're going to take some loans. Yeah, that sucks. But it must be done. I don't think we have any choice, so... The only other people... Okay, so now we don't need to worry about the Teutons. We don't have any other options, really. For now. So I think we look into going to war with Pomerania. It's gonna be a while till we have enough favors with the Polish. We only get a favor still every 1 year, but why is it going so slowly then? Oh, I guess it's only been 4 years, never mind. It should be 5 later this year, I would think, right? But regardless, so who are you allied to again? East Frisia and Mecklenburg. East Frisia and Mecklenburg. 8,000, 5,000, probably another 5,000 or 6,000 over there. I don't know. I definitely can't beat that by myself. That's fairly obvious, I think. My best bet might be this one. If we go toward these guys... Genoa is down here. They're not at war with anyone yet. Maybe we'll wait a little bit, but I'm not feeling too bad about this. We got a free province. Not for free. We paid 100 ducats for it, but still, that's would have cost us probably more than that in the lives of our men. Our truce with Hungary has ended. Okay. Okay. I don't know why we have a truce with Hungary to start with, but whatever. I'm really in the early game, it seems to me, like now, in the recent patches, you actually have to basically just wait till people go to war with each other and be opportunistic, which I like, because it makes the game harder. Okay, so you do get max promoted cultures eventually, which is nice. I wonder how cultural union works. That's changed like 5 times over the course of the game's life cycle. That's a good event. We're going to take it. We will go ahead and do this, I think. We don't have anything else to use our points for right now, and it's good to get a little bit ahead early. But yeah. Place merchants. What is that? What is place merchants? Okay, we haven't even looked at trade, but I mean, we don't have any boats, so we're gonna want to focus the Lubeck node. That's a really good node, anyways. Prince Elector Frederick II is now a free thinker. When ruling Brandenburg, it will give us idea cost minus 5%. That's pretty cool. What is this thing here, by the way? Personality gain in 15 years. Okay, so, oh, I get it. So every, you know, I guess it looks like maybe you start with 1, and then after 10, and then after every 15, or, I don't know. It looks like there's a way to actually get more. That's really cool, actually. I'm really, really digging this whole character thing. It doesn't seem like it's going to be super, you know, like, influential and decision changing, but it does seem really interesting. Okay, and that also tells you what the AI rulers would do. That's really cool that it actually affects the way you do that. Okay, so we actually can see feudalism, or not, gosh, we already have feudalism. Renaissance, we could actually see Renaissance pop up somewhere now. And I'm really curious to see how this is going to work out. You know, I'm really, that's one thing I've been excited for, is to see the way that technology is going to work now. I'm interested. Let's go ahead and take this military technology. Military tech is very, very powerful. I don't care about Pomerania. So we lost Anhalt as a rival. We need to set a new rival. I think Pomerania is a good choice. Really the only choice that makes a lot of sense. This land is all Pomeranian, which is not an accepted culture. But we could promote it to be an accepted culture if we have more development. That's really cool. And I also like that it's so much easier to see everything about your culture and stuff, you know? But yeah, that's very interesting. Oh hey, we can also probably do some stuff with this if I know the game at all. Why can't we fabricate? Oh, you know what? We already have claims on those. I forgot. Okay, let's go ahead and that'll be good then. You kind of get diminishing returns after a certain point. I think I really want to declare war on these guys. That war's going to be ending any second now. Augsburg. Okay, you're allied to Brunswick now. You're allied to people. The trade leagues are so annoying, man. But it's decent. It balances the game in a meaningful way, I would say. We're gonna... You know what? Just take the military access. Poland would not join, and neither would Austria. Why? Because they're the Holy Roman Emperor. Poland, you're rival to Bohemia, right? Okay, you're rival to Bohemia at least, so you would probably defend me if I get declared on, which is a possibility. It's not super likely, but it is a possibility, I think. But, what do we want to be doing with our diplomats? We should be doing something. Improve relations with them, sure. Cleves, it's good that we have Cleves as an ally, I think, because they're decently powerful, so. Milan declared war on Mantua. Okay. Yeah, what's going on in the world? It doesn't seem like there's been a lot of changes made to the map. They've probably tweaked some areas. I'm not seeing anything. Is Perm bigger? No, those are just big provinces. Doesn't seem like much is different. Still no Jan Mayen. Hashtag fire paradox. What is this? Oh, the Renaissance! Hey, this is a good way to end this video. The Renaissance. Since the 14th century, the wealthy and powerful in the Italian city-states have been patronizing artists and scholars willing to explore the old Roman and Greek societies of their forefathers. It's a cultural movement. The Renaissance already encompasses most of the region and has had a profound impact on literature, art, philosophy, and music. By the way, I don't normally read off all the events when I play the game, so I won't do that long term, but I just want to read some of these cool new things, especially the ones related to these institutions. Humanist scholars are also analyzing the society in which they live, comparing it to the ideals of the classical philosophers. At the turn of 1453, Renaissance humanism has grown into a more mature movement, ready to permeate all aspects of society. Blah, blah, blah. It's now ready to reshape the world to better fit its classical ideals. So, countries that have not yet fully embraced the Renaissance institution will receive an increasing technology cost penalty of 1% per year up to at most 50%. Okay, so let's look at this. I'm really, really curious to see how this is going to work. Whoa! That's cool. So it started in Ferrara. Ferrara is the birthplace of the Renaissance. That's really cool. See, the changes they've made with this kind of remind me almost of like Civ 5. Like making it so there's these like sort of like wonders, like natural like it's like the world wonders almost in Civ 5, which I really like. I think the game needed some sort of like markers of progression, because sometimes you just get lost and you don't look at the date, whereas this kind of gives you some, you know, milestones. So Ferrara is the birth of that place. So what does this mean that they're... Why are some of them like marked through? This is what I'm curious to see. So okay, so institution spread, positive stability. That's really nice. Okay, so here's the things that affect the spread of feudalism. Is it different? Okay, European 10 development province, port/capital colonial overlord has Renaissance. Okay, that's not applicable. Owners embrace Renaissance. Nope. Nearby friendly province has Renaissance. Nope. Province in the Flanders, Tuscany, or Venetia area. So that's cool. It has the different areas. That's really, really cool. Adjacent province has Renaissance, European 5, post-1500. That's so cool that they have these modifiers. It also kind of reminds me of like Vicky 2 with the spread of technology. So I really like it. Italian capital, nope. European 20 development province, Brandenburg, Berlin is not, I don't think. So, okay, so yeah, so it needs to have at least 10% of our autonomy modified development, but is only embraced in 0%. So that's what is causing it. So how do we see? I'm curious to see, is there a way to see where it is? Okay, so the marks, the stripes mean that it is spreading because of the fact that it is, these provinces are the ones that have high enough development, or they fit the other factors like up in Flanders. That's really cool. And then it gets there after a certain amount of time. So it spreads naturally. That's really, really, really quite interesting. I'm very, very intrigued by this new system. Who knows if it'll be good or bad for most countries, but I like it. I like it already. Maybe I'll come to regret these words. But either way, thank you guys for watching. Go to leave a like and subscribe for more. Come back next episode when we'll continue delving into the Rights of Man expansion. I'm having a great time so far. It's always nice to see new stuff in this game. So thank you guys. I will see. Leave a like and subscribe for more again, because this is a new series. The support really does mean a lot for the channel. So thank you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.